Good evening, everyone. Thank you. Sorry we delayed getting started for a little bit. We know there is some traffic issues on 81. I don't know when we don't know that there's traffic issues on 81, but we know we had some folks delayed. But we are going to go ahead and get started with our program. Welcome to our 2025 Scholarship Dinner. I am Dee Dee Kennedy, and I have had the honor of serving as the Interim Executive Director of the NRCC Educational Foundation since April. While I may be new to my role in the foundation, I am not new to the college. I have worked at NRCC for the past 27 years in various student services roles. Whenever I am asked about the transition to the foundation office, I quickly respond that it is still student services and support, but with money. That is where you, our donors and supporters, come in. While I know many of our donors and scholarship representatives here tonight, for some, this is my first time meeting you in person. Whether you drove just 10 minutes down the road, or it took you a few hours to get here, or you took a flight from Oregon to be here, thank you for your commitment to NRCC and our students. The work we do would not be possible without your generous support. As I look around this room, it's easy to see how this event has grown over the years. This year, we awarded 435 scholarships. Yes, that deserves an applause. This is only possible because of you, our donors and supporters. Your gifts are transforming lives and creating opportunities that some never thought were possible. You are dream makers. Your gift may be the reason the students sitting beside you tonight are here at NRCC where they belong. I've had the wonderful opportunity to meet our scholarship recipients over the past few weeks, and let me tell you, they are an amazing group of students. Some are working full-time while attending NRCC. Others are caring for family members, and in essence, all are balancing multiple responsibilities. Yet, they are prioritizing their education and embracing the opportunities before them. At this time, I would like to ask all our students to please stand. Thank you. You may be seated. Students, tonight is about celebrating you. Congratulations on receiving an NRCC Educational Foundation Scholarship. The heartfelt words our students used to convey their appreciation in their thank you notes were inspiring and uplifting. Throughout the evening, some of these quotes will be displayed on the screen behind me. Donors, if you ever need a reminder of the importance of your gift and the impact that you are making, take the words on the screen and hold them near and dear to your heart. Here is a quote from one of our 2025 scholarship recipients. Do we have that? Very good. As I stand here today, graciously receiving this award, I can't help but remember where my life started. A 2-bedroom shack with boarded up windows, no room for lighter growth, and an empty mind eager to learn. Thank you for believing in me as I accomplish believing in myself. Those are powerful words. This student's quote summarizes the heart of your gift. It's your belief in our students that makes the greatest difference. One of the topics I discussed with our students was a common reason why individuals start a scholarship. I describe a scholarship donor as someone who makes a meaningful investment in the future by financially supporting students' education. But I didn't stop there with that textbook style definition. I explained that there is no typical NRCC donor. Students, take a moment and look around the room at our donors and our scholarship representatives. Look at the gift makers that are here, the dream makers that are here. Every donor in this room has their own unique reason behind their gift. Just like you have your unique story as to why you are here at NRCC, our donors have very personal connections to their scholarships. Some have given scholarships in memory of a loved one. Others have given to support students in specific programs of study, and many have given simply because they believe in the mission of NRCC, which is to give everyone the opportunity to learn so lives and communities are strengthened. Regardless of their reasons, their backgrounds, their education, and 100 other things that make our donors unique, they all have one thing in common. Everyone in this room believes in you, our students. It is important that you take this opportunity you've been given and embrace it for the true gift that it is. While the gift is monetary in the form of a scholarship, it is much bigger than that. It is a belief in you and your journey. When your studies get hard and you feel overwhelmed with school and life, think about your donor sitting beside you tonight. They are cheering you on today, and they'll be cheering you on tomorrow and in the weeks and months to come. Now, 36 years ago, I was a nervous 17-year-old, first-generation college student sitting at a scholarship lunch in the student lounge in Martin Hall. This building didn't even exist at that time. To this day, I still owe a debt of gratitude to my scholarship donors, the Hell family. Eddie and Kathy Hell are here tonight, and I want you to know that your gift and your belief in NRCC and me has had a lasting impact on my life. Thank you. Every donor here tonight is making that same difference in the lives of the students sitting next to you. So, to have been a scholarship recipient and now to be on this side of the scholarship process and working with our donors and our students in this way is a very surreal experience. Our college and community are blessed with many others who support the work of the foundation, and I want to take a moment to acknowledge their leadership and contributions. As I call your name, I ask that you please stand to be recognized. First, I am happy to introduce Dr. Robert Brandon, President of New River Community College, and his wife, Melissa. You will have the pleasure of hearing from Dr. Brandon as he makes remarks later in the evening. He is passionate about supporting our students throughout their entire college journey, and we are thrilled that he and his family found their way to NRCC. Also tonight, we are very blessed to have former NRCC presidents in attendance. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Jack Lewis, President Emeritus, who served as president from 2000 to 2016, and Dr. Pat Huber, who served as president from 2017 to 2024. Join me in thanking them for their unwavering and continued support for NRCC and our students. Our Foundation Board of Directors is a dedicated and caring group of individuals who help guide and shape the work of the Foundation and expand opportunities for our students. The board is led by Mr. Gary Hancock and Mr. Jim Rakes, who serve as co-chairs. I ask that all board members in attendance tonight please stand. Thank you all for your time, care, and support of our donors and our students. Tonight we also have the chair of our college board who is with us, Mr. Bill Cunningham. He, along with a dedicated group of individuals, works in conjunction with the college leadership and our foundation board to promote and support and advance the mission of our college. Mr. Cunningham, thank you for being here. National Bank has been a long-time sponsor of our scholarship event, and I want to thank a special thank you for their continued support this year. Hunter Earhart is here as their representative. Mr. Earhart, please stand, because we owe a debt of gratitude for dinner to you all. Thank you for helping to make this event a huge success. And I have one more special introduction. You may have noticed a very special and familiar individual who stood with our board members. This person needs no introduction. Miss Angie Covey is here tonight in a very different role. As you may know, Angie retired from NRCC in June after 32 years of service to the college. She led the foundation to great heights and expanded access for students throughout the New River Valley. Please join me in welcoming Angie back home to NRCC. I have no doubt there will be lots of hugs and catching up this evening, Angie. Now it's time for one of the best parts of the evening, and that is our dinner. Tonight's meal is provided by Kirsten Leonard, personal chef and caterer, and let me tell you, you are in for a treat. Foundation staff will come around and release tables so you may proceed to the buffet lines. Your drinks, water, tea, and lemonade will be served tableside. In addition, we have a coffee station in the back of the room, so you can help yourself to some coffee if you would like. But before we begin our dinner, I would like to invite Pastor Gary Hash Sr. from Jubilee Christian Center in Fairlawn to offer tonight's invocation. Pastor Hash.
She took so many parts of my prayer tonight. Let's pray. Father, we just thank you for this wonderful evening. Thank you for the amazing synergism that is in this room. A synergism that comes from community, goodwill, and generosity. Bless these donors, bless these recipients, bless this amazing meal and the remainder of our evening. We ask you to sanctify and cleanse this meal, make it healing, nourishment, and strength to our physical bodies. In Jesus' name, amen.
All right. Good evening. We are going to resume our program, but please feel free to continue eating and enjoying your meal. And our caterer said we still have extra food, so if you are hungry, please help yourself and go back through the line and enjoy what we have for you tonight. I hope that you have enjoyed tonight's music provided by Friends of the College. This trio is known as The Meeting, And I think I would go to a lot more meetings if they were going to be there. So, but thank you to Michael Gay, Jeff Kleppen, and Jeff Woods. Thank you so very, very much. It is my honor to introduce Dr. Robert Brandon, who became NRCC's 7th president on January 1st, 2025. Prior to joining NRCC, he was Vice President of Academic and Student Services at Southwest Virginia Community College in Richlands, Virginia. Previously, he served as Dean of Humanities, Social Sciences, and Education at Cleveland State Community College in Cleveland, Tennessee. From 2005 to 2013, he served as an Associate Professor of English at Rockingham Community College in Wentworth, North Carolina, where he also chaired both the English and Student Success departments. It is no wonder with that history that he is passionate about our students and student success. But before that, he began his career as something that would scare me to death as a middle school English teacher in Bristol, Tennessee. Dr. Brandon earned a bachelor's degree from Virginia Intermont College in Bristol, Virginia, a master's degree from East Tennessee State University in Johnson City, Tennessee, and a doctorate from the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, North Carolina. Dr. Brandon and his wife Melissa live in Pulaski County, and they have a teenage son and daughter, twins, Emily and Ryan, and I can't forget the basset hound named Hank, whom I got to meet recently. So they enjoy baseball, travel, community service, and fellowship with friends and family. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Brandon.
Well, thank you, Dee Dee, for that introduction. What a wonderful night this is. It's been wonderful to see so many of our friends this evening, and it's a really rare gift to have so many of the people who make New River Community College in the same room. So that is a wonderful night. I'm going off script a little bit. I'm going to ask you for your participation. Dee Dee asked me to talk a little bit about what this evening means, what the night is about. And I thought about that quite a bit. And there's something I like to call a New River moment. I'm going to ask you to raise your hand in just a second. When I talk about a New River moment, that's a moment at the community college where we see someone, there's been a door opened, an opportunity, they found a job. Maybe it's somebody's helped them get to where they need or want to be. So maybe it's you, maybe it's your family, maybe someone in the community, an employee you've hired. But if you've seen that New River Community College moment, a moment where the college was there for somebody when they needed the college, raise your hand. See if there's anything. So look around the room. That's what tonight means. That's really all. That's the speech. That's all. Really, all it needs to be said is that's what tonight's about. But I do want to talk a little bit about our students and their experience. As we come together tonight, we're really recognizing a very powerful partnership. We have many students in this room who are looking forward to their dreams. And we have the belief of the donors in that dreams. I've heard the conversation, people sharing what the college and what those gifts have mean. And when those two commitments meet, the effects can be truly amazing. Students find that they are not alone on the pathway to success, and in their success, our entire community is enriched. As most of you know, I'm in my first year serving as president of this institution. The chancellor actually called me about the opportunity on October 20th of last year, so it's almost been exactly 1 year. And in that year, I've been very encouraged by what I've seen of our students and what I've seen of the college and what I've seen in the community. Together, we've organized our work around a simple promise. We're going to open more doors to living pathways. We're going to help more students build momentum and finish what they start. We're going to ensure that the transition to whatever university the students want to go to is as seamless as we're going to be. And we're going to continue to honor the legacy of excellence that the people in this room have helped build at the college. And that clarity has guided every decision that we've made this year. And it will continue to guide the decisions in the years ahead. Because of that focus and your generosity, we've accomplished some truly exciting things. We've refreshed classrooms so that our learning spaces match the caliber of our teaching. We've added new high-demand programs. We've strengthened partnerships with our universities and regions to give students the opportunity to engage with those universities earlier. We've expanded opportunities to earn certificates in high school. And we've grown what I like to call last mile support so that licensure fees and other required costs to start a career never stand between students and their professions. It's been a very busy year. There's so much more that I could talk about. But what we do is really not about programs or initiatives. It's about the transformation of students into impactful members of their communities and into successful professionals. Over the past year, I have had the opportunity to witness that transformation at close range. I recently met a welding student who shows truly incredible discipline in pursuit of her goals. She told me she begins every day with a rigorous welding program. If you've never been around a welding program, they are difficult both mentally and physically. It's hard work. And so she does that every day from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock. But when her classes end, she doesn't go home. She goes to the welding job that she was able to secure with one of the credentials that she earned early in the program. And she works that job from 6 to midnight. And that's her cycle, day after day. And when the weekend comes, you might think that she would take some well-earned rest, but that's not what she does. She comes back here for additional training as a pipe welder on Saturday so that she can fulfill her goals of doing high-paying travel welding with her advanced skills when she graduates. Her story is extraordinary. And in a lot of ways, her story is heroic. But honestly, she is not an outlier. As a matter of fact, I heard the exact same story from another student in a different program this evening. Those students are emblematic of the culture at New River, where students work hard to build the future that they want to themselves. Every day, hundreds of students enter our halls with a clear purpose in mind. Whether they're looking for a good job in a local industry or a place at the university of their choice, they are here for a purpose. But the wonderful thing about this place, the thing I love about it so much, is they don't have to do it alone. They have amazing faculty and staff who have built an institution designed on meeting their needs. And they have the support of amazing people like yourselves, whose financial and emotional support helps them break down the barriers that they face. If you'll allow me just for a moment, I would like to brag just a little bit about our work here at the college, and really about the work that happens at community colleges around the state. I wonder if you know that as a single entity, our 23 community colleges would be the largest institution of higher learning in the state. We educate more students than any other institution, together, collaboratively, any other institution of higher learning. And the work is so important. By the early 2030s, that sounds like it's 20 years away. It's just around the corner. By the early 2030s, it's estimated that over 70% of all jobs that pay a living wage will require some sort of post-secondary credentials. That means one of the surest pathways to family-sustaining wages remains the community college. And we could not do that work without the support of donors like the ones in this room tonight. Two-year colleges account for the greatest share of households entering the middle class in America, and your philanthropy makes that happen. And I don't want any of this to minimize the obstacles that students face. Every student has their own situation, has their own context, their own needs, and their own challenges. But many students will need support that extends beyond the classroom during their time at college. And I'd like to bring that down to the level of a single life. I once met at a graduation a mother who was also a nursing student. It was her graduation. She told me that her child care had collapsed during her final semester in the program. She needed time to reset her care options. She didn't have anything to do. And it was 1 week of emergency financial assistance that kept her on track. 1 week. 1 week support stood between her and her goals. It is a relatively small amount of money, but the fact that the college could provide it, it didn't just salvage that one semester, and it really didn't just salvage that one career. It kept her moving towards her goal of becoming a nurse, and from that moment forward, every patient whom she touches for the rest of her career will be the benefactor of that single week of emergency aid. That's the power of what you do for our students. What I have learned most this year about the students at New River Community College is this: the vast majority of them will meet any support we give them with an equal amount of effort. You have those students tonight around your table. I hope you will ask them about their experiences. I hope you will find out their goals and their dreams. They are going places. So my message here tonight is simple. To our generous donors, thank you so much. Thank you for investing in our students and in their futures and in the futures of our shared communities. To our students, please see yourselves as we see you. You are the authors of your own futures, fully capable of finishing what you've started and fully capable of changing our communities for the better. It's your future. Use every resource that we've assembled for you and make us proud. And to our faculty and staff, our trustees, our community partners, thank you for your support. This work is so important. I truly believe the mission of this community colleges is one of the most important missions in the entire Commonwealth. This work is so important, and we cannot do it alone. I want to return for one moment to that welder whose story began this talk. She is not asking for a miracle. She doesn't need a miracle. Her hard work is going to take her to where she wants to go. What she's asking for was a chance at a place she could afford and in a community whose support would help her grow as a person and as a professional. And you help provide those things, and you help provide that place. So when she carries her skills across this region and across the state and beyond, I believe that she will carry the best of our college with her, and she will carry the best of our community with her. So that's what tonight means. She's why we're here, and behind her stand thousands of students just like her. Those are the students who are sitting with you tonight. That's what they're up to. That's what they're going to do. The question has never been whether students will work hard enough. The real question is whether we will continue to meet them halfway with a generosity that helps them turn, I have a goal, into, and I accomplishment. So from the bottom of my heart, and on all these students' behalf, and all the students who are not here, I thank you, and I look forward to seeing what we accomplish together in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Brandon, for your inspiring words tonight. Not only do we believe that NRCC is where our students belong, we feel the same about you and your family, and we are so happy you found your way to the New River Valley. Thank you. I have a special announcement to make tonight about a new scholarship that was just endowed last week. Pat, your table will grow next year. The New River Valley Health Foundation, under the leadership and direction of Mr. Fred Newhouse, has endowed a second Dr. Patricia Huber Scholarship in recognition and honor of your service to NRCC and our community. Congratulations on this very well-deserved recognition. Thank you. You know, tonight has been an extraordinary celebration of our students and our generous donors. In many ways, to me, this has felt like a family reunion with new and rekindled connections. Thank you for being here. Before we end, I would like to extend a few more thank yous, and I need to give a reminder. So our photographers very much want to capture the essence of tonight. They've been going around snapping photos without us maybe knowing, but they're inviting our donors and the students to the back. We've got a photo booth all set up for you. So you are invited to go back and please get some pictures with your students. And students, this is the only time I'm going to let you pull your cell phones out, because if you want to get a selfie later, you may do that. So, and also before I forget, we found a beautiful bracelet. So if anybody is missing a bracelet this evening, please come and find me. So, but I need to give a few more thank yous before this night ends, because an event like this takes much dedication and preparation. So my deepest appreciation goes out to the following, and I ask that you please stand when you're recognized, and if you all would hold your applause, because I've got a few folks here I need to recognize. First, our Educational Foundation staff, Katie Brown, Anna Kleppen, Tiffany Panel, Cheryl Page, Fran Streff, and our adopted ACE ambassador, Abby McCoy, for all their labors of love getting ready for tonight. To our public relations and marketing staff, Kelly Kaiser and Jill Ross, for creating our beautiful invitations, the programs at your table, and for taking all of the pictures tonight. Our media services team, we have Tyler Lundy, Rick Maitre, and Michelle Melton for all of our audio-visual support. And while he's not here, I have to say a thank you to Mark Hanks, because I'm pretty sure he bought out all the moms in the New River Valley. So, and we have an amazing team, a social committee here that is led by Kathy Ridpath and others. And we also had our very own First Lady, Melissa Brandon, here helping prepare for the evening. So thank you all for making this event as special as possible. So let's give all of these folks a round of applause. You know, as we say goodbye tonight, I hope you leave knowing that donors, supporters, and friends, you are an integral part of the NRCC family. and students, they're here again. We're all here because of you. You have a team of champions and cheerleaders in this room who want to see you be successful, and we're here to help and support you along the way. So, part of being successful, students, is that you fill your belly. So look on your table, you've got baggies there. So we invite our students to take home any of the extra desserts because you've got the rest of fall break to snack. Oh, look at that. Now the chatter, they're all happy about that, aren't they? And then we invite, and also for our donors and our guests here tonight. So for our donors and our guests, we invite you to take home one of the mums tonight. We have affectionately been calling this display Mumpalooza, Mum Fest, Mum Overload, but we have a mum for all of our donors, so we have one per family. So in a little while, when we conclude tonight, our foundation staff will be here and they will hand one down to you from the stage. And we also have folks here volunteering. We have staff who will help get those out to your car this evening because trust me, some of them are just a little heavy. But we want you to enjoy that and brighten up your porch or your home, wherever you want to put it. The pumpkins you see tonight, we're going to be donating those. We have a Head Start program on our campus. So we're giving the pumpkins to our preschoolers so they can enjoy a pumpkin patch party on campus next week. So that will definitely be a cute thing to see. But sincerely, I wish everyone here all the best and safe travels home. Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here tonight. Thank you.